We're the visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video out in there, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me let me clean the camera lens right quick. Squeaky clean. But anyways, though, man, I got two videos I want to talk to y'all about. One I'm gonna put on this channel right here, and the other one I'm gonna put on Word of Trillionaires. That video is gonna be called "What are the two types of independence, of financial independence?" I don't know. But anyways, man, but I want to talk about something on here. And I already made a video about this on my Word of Trillionaires, and this is just some real ass shit. Because I'm here to tell you right now, my G, there's a reason as to why I'm putting this on both of my channels, simply because, there's a 99.9% ass chance you're going to go through the same exact damn thing. Real talk though, man. The title of this video is going to be called, "A Prophet Ain't Welcome in His Hometown." Now let me explain. Let me talk about you right quick. Here you go. You got a damn dream. You got a dream out in it, bit. Real talk though, man. You got a dream. But, before I even get into that, so let me use some examples of what your dream could possibly be. You know, you might be a dream of being a famous rapper. You might be a dream of being a famous singer. You might have a dream of being a famous clothing designer, fashion designer, photographer, dancer, newspaper artist, you know, entrepreneur, selling cakes, having your own restaurant. You know, what's some other things you might want to do? YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Twitch streamer, kick stream. I don't know what the fuck it is that you want to do and some shit, man. You might just want to, motherfucker, you might want to be an individual just to, you know, change the world. Real talk though, man. But look, man, point I'm trying to get across is you got a dream. You got a dream. However, thing is though, there is a 99.9% chance that you didn't always have that dream. You didn't always have that shit. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean is, right, let me get into this. So what I mean is, you know, before you found out what your dream was, right? Before you found out what your dream was, you know, basically, you were still in the process of finding yourself. And as we all know, when we are in the process of going through life, right? When we're going through life, you know, we just trying to figure out everything for what it is. So, you know, what I mean is you probably went through a whole lot of struggles. You probably went through hardships. You probably had addictions. You probably had negative thinking. You probably had negative feelings. You know, you were just going through it out in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You going through the damn struggle. I'm telling you what it is. So with you going through the struggle, right? With you going through the struggle almost like a whole portion of your life, right? Like you've been going through the struggle so much that that's all you know, but luckily, fortunately, you know, the gods of this universe or the gods of existence, right? You know, let's say you went to sleep one day, right? Let's say you went to sleep one day. Like I just said, you was going through the struggle, all type of shit. So let's just say you went to sleep, and then the next day, out of the damn blue, you know, you just woken up, right? You just woken up, and now you got a new perspective on life. And the perspective it is that you got on life is basically, you know, you want to start chasing your dreams. Or it's not even just with you chasing your dreams. You know, like I said, I'm putting this on my Word of Visionaries channel, so it's more so, you know, let's say, so basically, another way I could put it is you probably had a spiritual awakening. Real talk though, man. But anyways, man, all this I'm trying to say though, you're looking at life in a totally different way. With that being said though, right? With that being said, so now you are the new version of you. Now you are the new version of you, right? Now you became the new version of you. You looking at things in a totally different way, right? But the thing is, right? Basically, before you became the new version of you, you was the old version of you. And it's not just that you was just the old version of you. Motherfucker, you had an old version of life. And what I mean is you had an old version, you had like an old environment, you had like an old circumstance, you had old friendships, old ties. Real talk though, man. Everything is now old out in this bitch. But you see, thing is though, right? Thing is though, now you are the new version of you. With that being said, the same way that you was the old version of you and you had an old type of life, now you need to be the new version of you with a new type of life. But before you even had the new type of life or some shit, oh, this is what I want to talk about. Before you had the new type of life or some shit, right? Now you are the new version of you. Before you have the new life, you are the new version of you. But you are still stuck in your old life. Look, man, you are the new version of you, but you are now stuck in your old life. So what do I mean by that? Real talk, man. Look, man, and everything it is I'm talking about in this bitch, I'm speaking from experience, and I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you the game out in this bitch. It's a 99.9% ass chance that you're going to go through the same exact damn thing it is that I went through. So, like I just said, you are the new version of you, but you are still in your old life. What I'm trying to get across is everything is old. So what I mean, so let me first start off with your old ties. You see, when you was the old version of you, you happen to create bonds with individuals that you knew in your down badass state. So the point I'm trying to get across is there is a 99.9% ass chance that those individuals it is that you had ties with, that you had bonds with and shit like that, they was on the same type of level it is that you're on. It's on some law of attraction type shit. Likes attracts likes. You had a low vibration out in this bitch. You weren't doing nothing. You weren't doing nothing with your life. Guess what? You're gonna attract and mingle with individuals that was on that same type of timing. So, point I'm trying to get across though, right? So now you became the new version of you on some shit. You became the new version of you, but the thing is, you're still stuck in your old life. And the first thing is, you're gonna come across your damn old ties. And what's gonna happen with some shit? It's gonna be two things that's gonna happen when it comes with being the new version of you and you coming across your old ties, like people it is that you know from your past. It's gonna be two things that's gonna happen. Or should I say three things, but the third one is really going to happen on some shit. But the two things, right? Two things is, one, they ain't going to see you as the new version of you, and they still going to see you as the old version of you. Two, they going to be hating on your ass because you the one that got to level up. You real talk, man. You got to level up out in this bitch. They didn't. So they going to be envious of your ass. And three, which, it's going to be a rare possibility that they're going to be doing this shit. And that is, they're going to be supporting the new version of you. I'm telling you what it is. So, yeah. Look, man, I'm sorry to tell you on some shit. When you are the new version of you, my G, when you are the new version of you, what's going to happen is to your old ties, right? They ain't going to see you as the new version of you out in this bitch. I'm telling you what, speaking from experience, man. Real talk, man. Look, G, I had a mentor back in the day, right? And basically, like, when you have like mentor programs and shit like that, it was like a one-on-one coaching call. And basically, what he was telling me was, before he became successful, because I ain't gonna lie, man, my mentor is very successful out in this bitch. Real talk. So anyways, man, basically like on that coaching call, right? He was telling me like, when he became successful on some shit, like during his come up on some shit, individuals, they was blind to what it is that he was trying to do. And the thing is, the individuals it is that he was talking about was the ones that was extremely close to his ass. I'm telling you what it is. They was blind to him. They was a brick. That's why I always be saying that damn word. Motherfuckers is blind to your ass. They be bricks. For real talk. So, that's what he was telling me a couple years back. Now, when I was hearing him talking about that, right? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and what I mean is, basically, I didn't think that I was going to go through the same exact damn thing. And guess what? You probably thinking that right now watching this video. Here you go. You probably got a dream of some shit, right? And you probably just first starting off. You see, I'm telling you, man, real talk. Let me speak for me right quick. When he was telling me all of that shit, you know, basically, I didn't think that I was going to go to, I didn't think that I was going to go through the same exact thing. A couple of years later on some shit, motherfucker, I went through the same exact damn thing. Motherfuckers was blind. And basically what I'm trying to get across is you might be watching this video, you probably thinking the same way it is that I was thinking. You probably thinking that people ain't gonna be blind to your ass, huh? You just first starting off out in this bitch, huh? You just first starting off. Look, man. You got the full faith. You got the full optimism. You got the high vibration. You got the confidence. You got the belief. You got all of that shit. And basically, since you got all of that, though, you would think that when you're vibing so damn high like that, you would think motherfuckers is gonna see you for who you really are. Some shit. When in reality on some shit, what's gonna happen is they're gonna throw sticks and stones at your ass. They're gonna throw sticks and stones. These motherfuckers gonna talk down in your damn name. They gonna look, man, they gonna do all type of shit. They gonna do everything in the damn book to not see you for who you really are. Which is, if you're a man, you are him. And if you're a female, you are her. I'm telling you what they gonna do their very absolute best to not see you at your very absolute best. I'm telling you what it is. And you gotta think about it though. You gotta think about it. Like I said before, I told you, man, it's gonna be three things they're gonna do. One, they gonna not see you for who you really are. Two, they're gonna be hating on your ass. And three, you know, like I said, it's gonna be a rare possibility they'll do this shit. But three is, you know, they're gonna support. But what would they do the first two? The first two is, you gotta think about it. You're the one with the damn glow up. You're the one with the damn level up. Look, G, they still stuck in the same spot. They don't want to see that shit. I'm telling you what, I mean, you gotta think about it. Just imagine it. Here you go. Let me use an example right quick. Let's say you had like a best friend or something like that, right? Let's say you had a best friend, y'all both was doing music. So here you go. You had a best friend. Y'all both was doing music. Y'all both started at the same exact time. But as you know, just like years down the line, or, you know, real talk. So let me say, like, years down the line, right? You know, all of a sudden, years down the line and some shit, y'all still doing the same exact thing. But the thing is, you happen to be the fortunate one. You happen to be the lucky one. So what I mean is, that person is that you started with on some shit, right? You know, they're still stuck in that same damn spot. Meanwhile, here you go. You elevated in some more shit. You the one with all the fans. You the one that's getting all the recognition and all the appreciation and shit like that. You think these motherfuckers gonna be happy for your ass? I'm telling you what it is. Now, you would think. See, that's the thing. We be think. See, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what it is out in the bit. You would think that person is that you probably started with on some shit. You would think they'll be happy for your ass, when in reality, they're gonna be hating on your ass. But like I just said, you got to think about it. You're the one that's getting all. You're the one that's being gifted by the damn universe or some shit. They ain't. I'm telling you what it is. They still stuck. Meanwhile, you broke out of the damn trap. I'm telling you, bro. And you got to think about it on their end. You got to think about it. Like on your perspective, you're going to see everything in a positive light. On their perspective, they ain't going to be looking at that shit the same way, because they ain't getting the same treatment. I'm telling you what it is. But point I'm trying to get across in this video, though, man, all of this I'm trying to say in this video, G. Look, G, a prophet ain't welcome in his hometown. I'm telling you what it is, B. You ain't welcome, gang. You ain't welcome. And like I said, it's not even just with you having the old ties. It can even come across with the old environment or some shit. Let me talk about that right quick. Look, G. You see, look, man. You have a vibe. I'm telling you what it is. You honestly got a vibe. And so what do I mean by that? Your vibe, right? You see, let me talk about me right quick. Look, G, I'm just going to tell you the game. With the way it is that I think, what the mentality is I got, motherfucker, I am a dreamer. I'm telling you what it is. I am literally a dreamer out in this bitch. Therefore, motherfucker, I get the vibe of a damn dreamer. With that being said, though, right? With that being said, since I have a vibration of a dreamer, right? Therefore, motherfucker, what I'm trying to say is, I got to surround myself with individuals that got motherfucking dreams. I'm telling you what it is. You see, your old environment, right? Your old environment, your own circumstances, some shit. They don't got that shit. I'm telling you what it is. Look, man, here you go. You probably got a positive vibe or some shit. You probably got a high vibration, right? You got a positive vibe, high vibration, or you probably got a creative vibration. You probably got creative thoughts. You got thoughts of achieving your dreams. You got thoughts of just being successful. You got a successful vibe. What I'm trying to say is you the one with that shit. But how is your own environment? How is your own circumstance like? What type of vibe it is that they got? What type of mindset it is that they got? Because as I recall of some shit, as I recall, 99% of the population, 99% of the population is populated with being average. They got average type of thoughts, and they got an average type of vibration. With that being said, that's all they know. And I'm telling you what it is, man. Like I just said, look, G, you. So basically, what I'm saying is, you're the one that got greatness. You the one that have a greatness ass mentality. You the one that got a greatness ass vibration. With that being said, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to surround yourself with individuals that is just like you. I'm telling you what it is. So with that being said, point I'm trying to get across some shit, wherever it is that you're from, right? As you could clearly see. Look, G, you're gonna have to move. I'm telling you what. I'm sorry to tell you some shit. I know you probably don't want to hear it, but you're gonna have to dip out in this bitch. You're gonna have to dip, and the reason as to why you're gonna have to dip is simply because ain't nobody on your damn level. I'm telling you what it is. Like I just said, 99% of the population is average. That's all they know. All they know is how to be average. So, point I'm trying to get across, right? Point I'm trying to get across is, look, man. I don't know if you heard the saying or not, but I'm about to let your ass know. You are the 4 people it is that you hang around out in this bitch. So if you hanging around individuals that ain't doing shit with their damn life, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to your ass? If you surrounded by a whole lot of individuals that is the 99%, what do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to end up being the 99%. It's going to be something about your ass. You're going to carry the same type of traits it is that they got out in this bitch. I'm telling you the game. Because they're unfortunate. They are the unlucky ones. So you keep on hanging around their ass, you're going to fall back into the damn trap. I'm telling you what it is. But look, man, so what I'm trying to say, though, man, it's a curse going on. Motherfucker, it's, you could call it your old environment curse, your old circumstance curse. Motherfucker, just call it the damn hometown curse out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. You ain't welcome, my G. You're not welcome. You ain't welcome. Bro, you're not welcome. Look, man, what I'm trying to get across in this damn video is I'm trying to let your ass know you ain't welcome out in this bitch. You not. You don't think the same. Your vibration is different, motherfucker. You ain't gonna get no respect from your old peers and some shit. I'm telling you, you ain't welcome out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. I'm trying to let your ass know this shit. I caught on to all of this, G. I caught on to this. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what it is. It just is what it is. You ain't welcome out in this bitch. You're different. You're standing out. I'm telling you what it is. And look, man, I made a video about that as well. I remember back in my middle, like my 8th grade year to my 9th grade year or some shit. Look, G, I always wanted to be different. I'm telling you what it is, man. When I mean I wanted to be different, I literally wanted to be different out in this bitch. Like, I didn't want to dress the same. I didn't want to listen to the same type of music that everybody listened to on some shit. I wanted to be a damn hipster. I'm telling you what it is. But you see, the thing is though, right? The thing is was when I was doing that shit, when I was trying my hardest to be a damn hipster on some shit, when I was trying my hardest to be different on some shit, guess what? I was still the motherfucking same. I'm telling you what it is. And the reason as to why I was still the same as some shit is simply because I had the same damn mentality that everybody else had of some shit. It didn't matter how different it is that I look. It didn't matter how different it is my music taste was. None of that shit matter. Because as long as your mentality stayed the same as everybody else's some shit, you're going to still be the same as everybody else. Nowadays, right? Nowadays is some shit. I'm telling you what it is. Nowadays, I'm literally the exact same as everybody else is some shit. I went through the same type of struggles that everybody else went through on some shit. Motherfucker, I know how it feels to be broke. I know how it feels to go through the damn storm. I know how all of this shit feels. I know how it feels to have negative thoughts out in this bitch. I know how it feels to be fucked up. I'm telling you what it is. But point I'm trying to get across is, look, G, all this I'm trying to say, or, let me go even further right quick. I listen to the same type of music that everybody else listen to. I literally dress the same as everybody else now some shit. I really don't even know the style no more. I'm getting old. But real talk though, man. But look, man, point I'm trying to get across is, motherfucker, Me being the most normal it is that I could possibly be on some shit, motherfucker, I ended up standing up from the rest of these motherfuckers. I'm telling you what it is. And the reason as to why I ended up being different, right? The reason as to why I ended up being different, while I'm the most normal it is that I could be with everybody else in some shit, the thing that's making me different from everybody else in some shit is my damn mentality. I'm telling you what it is. Look, man, my mentality is different from everyone else. With that being said, point I'm trying to get across is when your damn mentality is different from everyone else's some shit, then what's going to happen is that's when you're going to truthfully be different. And also, that's when you will no longer be welcome out in this bitch. I hope y'all get what the fuck it is I'm saying. I'm telling you the game. I'm telling you what's gonna happen to your ass because look, man, I'm telling you right now, man, because like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience, man. I know how this shit feels. Look, G, I'm telling you the game. Like I'm gonna bring up that mentor that mentor I used to have back in the day. I remember I was on a coaching call with his ass one time, right? And he was telling me, before he became successful on some shit, the people that was in his life, they couldn't see him for who he really was. I'm telling you what it is. And now basically when he became successful, you know how people be when you become successful on some shit. Everybody want to throw congratulations. Everybody want to act like they was with your ass the entire time. Everybody want to act like they was believing in your ass. When you, look, man, off topic, when you first start off with some shit, right? I might make a video about this. When you first start off on your dream, right? When you first start off on your dream, they gonna look at your ass like you crazy. As soon as you make it on some shit, they gonna look at your ass like you a damn genius. But I swear these people, man. But look, G, point I'm trying to get across though, right? So when he became successful, right, that's exactly what the fuck they did. They was looking at his ass like he was he was a damn genius and shit like that. Point I'm trying to get across is I didn't think I was gonna go through the same exact thing. Real talk, man. I didn't believe that I was going to go through the same exact thing that my mentor back in the day went through. I didn't think, I didn't believe that people from my past and shit like that, I didn't believe that they also weren't going to see me for who I really was. I didn't believe that they was going to throw sticks and stones in my ass. I didn't believe they was going to look at my ass in a crazy, goofy ass way. I ain't believing none of that shit. And guess what? It did. I'm telling you what it is. Oh, yes, indeed. I tell you, they going to be the first ones doing that shit. They going to be the first ones down your ass, looking down on your ass, looking at you in a crazy, goofy ass way, thinking you ain't doing shit with your damn life. What's some other shit, man? They ain't gonna respect your ass is what the fuck it is I'm saying. They gonna be the first ones to do this shit. Because they know who you are. You too damn familiar. They know you when you was fucked up. They know you when you was down bad. They know you as the old you. I'm telling you what it is. So since they know you as the old you and some shit, that's all they know. And they're still the old them. When they're the old them, all they're going to do is bring up the old ass you because that was your old ass life. I'm telling you what it is. They ain't gonna see you as the new you. They ain't gonna see you for who you really are. Some shit. I told you, man. They gonna do their very absolute 100% as best to not see you for who you really are. And good thing I brought that up as well. Look, G, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video about this individual, right? So look, man. There's this girl I used to work with, right? She fine. Real talk though, man. As you all know, I got a dream job. Real talk though, man. But anyway, so there's this girl that I used to work with, right? There's this girl that I used to work with for some shit. And basically, point I'm trying to get across is, I'm gonna make a video about this. I remember one of my coworkers, right? Like I said, I got me a dream job. I work with all the women. Real talk though, man. But anyways, man, so I remember one of my other coworkers, right? I remember one of my coworkers, basically, I don't know how we brought her up or some shit. But anyways, though, man, this was before she became who she is now, some shit. But before all of that, though, right, I remember one of my coworkers, she was saying that the girl that I'm talking about, she was saying that she was weird or some shit. I'm telling you what, she was saying that she was weird. And point I'm trying to get across is, so the person it is I'm talking about, right? She do like mukbangs on TikTok. She do mukbangs on TikTok and shit like that, right? So basically, I guess this is before she became who she really was. I'm gonna get into that though. So anyway, so man, so she was saying that she was weird and shit like that, right? She didn't like her ass. I'm telling you what it is. Point I'm trying to get across is, like I just said like a couple minutes ago, that's how they're gonna be looking at your ass. They're gonna look at your ass like you crazy. They're gonna look at your ass like you weird or some shit when you first turn off. I'm telling you what it is. Anyways, though, man. So, point I'm trying to get across is when it comes to her, right? When it comes to the person is I'm talking about, the one that was doing mukbangs, you know what I'm saying? Now, her weird ass, right? Her weird ass, some shit. Oh, she making bank. Her weird ass got 1 million followers on TikTok. Her weird ass is going viral on all social media platforms now, my G. All because she was weird from eating food. And now look at her on some shit. Now she winning. She making that internet money on some shit. She making that digital money. She making that social media money, gang. She don't gotta work no more. She don't work with us no more. I'm telling you what it is. But look, man, point I'm trying to get across though, right? Point I'm trying to get across though is basically point I'm trying to get across is they ain't gonna respect your ass, G. They ain't gonna see you for who you really on some shit. Look, man, I told you, they gonna do their very absolute best to look at your ass in a very fucked up way. I'm telling you the game out in this bitch. Look, man, they gonna bring up the past. They gonna, look, man, they gonna look at you. Look, man, I remember one time, right? I remember it was this bitch ass nigga. I'm telling you what it is. Anyways, though, man, I remember one time when my phone number changed some shit. Basically, I changed my damn phone number, right? I changed my phone number to a different area code. I changed my phone number, right, to a different area code, right? And basically, when I did that shit, right, basically what I'm talking about in this video, it was an old tie, right? It was an old tie, and basically, I gave that whole ass nigga my new phone number on some shit. And basically, what happened was, when I gave him my new phone number on some shit, right? Basically, it was saying, motherfucker, who you think you is? Look, G, this is exactly what the fuck this nigga said. He said, who you think you is? You just like us. I'm telling you what I said, oh my God. But look, man, point I'm trying to get across though, right? Point I'm trying to get across is they ain't gonna respect your ass. Look, man, they ain't gonna see where the fuck it is that you trying to go on some shit. I told you that's the last thing they gonna do on some shit. And look, man, I told you, I already made a video about this on my Reddit Trillionaires, and I made multiple videos. On one of my videos, right? Basically, I was saying, look, G, this might be the last thing I'm going to talk about. Hey, look, G, shout out to Nino Brown, because Nino Brown said this, and it was in the Bible. He said, Jesus went through the same exact damn thing. And if Jesus went through the same exact thing or some shit, motherfucker, what you think is going to happen to your ass? If Jesus Christ himself went through the same exact thing. As we all know, Jesus is one of the most powerful figures on this damn earth. If Jesus Christ himself went through this, right? What makes you think you ain't gonna go through this shit? And ever since I look, man. Ever since I realized Jesus Christ went through the same exact thing, that's when I say, motherfucker, if Jesus went through this shit, what makes me any different? I'm telling you, what makes me think if Jesus himself went through this, what makes me think I ain't gonna go through the same exact shit, And from that point forward or some shit, I just accepted it. And that point I'm trying to get across is, all this I'm trying to get your ass to do is just accept it. If Jesus went through this thing, if Jesus went through it, you got to accept it, my G. And basically, look, man, I already made a story time about what Jesus went through. Should I talk about it in this video right here, man? Should I talk about this video? I might give y'all, I ain't going to make it long as I did on the last one. But look, G, go on my Reddit Trillionaires. But look, man, point I'm trying to get across is, in one of my videos, right, I was saying that basically, like I just said, Jesus went through the same exact thing. Good thing I brought that up. Anyway, so, basically, good thing I brought this up. I know it took me 30 minutes to say this shit. I just thought about it, man. But anyways, man, so with that being said, though, right, now you know that a prophet ain't welcome in his hometown or her hometown. Now you know that shit. I'm telling you what's gonna happen to your ass, gang. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. They not gonna respect your ass. They ain't gonna respect you on some shit. I'm sorry to tell you, it just is what it is. Jesus went through it himself or some shit. But point I'm trying to get across is now you know that motherfucker you're gonna have to dip. Now with that being said, now you know you're gonna have to dip. And now what point I'm trying to get across is when you finally dip though, right? When you finally dip though, let me talk about this example let me talk about the example from the Bible right quick from Jesus. Let me talk about it. So, as you all know, like I just told you. But before that though, right? Look, man, in the Bible, look, man, go read the Bible. You go hear stories about it on YouTube, whatever the fuck. But anyways, man, Jesus moved to a different location. Jesus, I think they said Jesus went to Nazareth or something. I don't know. I can't look, man. I don't know. You're gonna have to look this up. But Jesus, he went somewhere, right? Jesus went somewhere. He went to a different location. And basically, when Jesus went to that different location, right? Jesus was speaking one of the most realest things. Look, man, as we all know how powerful Jesus is. Jesus was speaking one of the most powerful things that anyone has ever heard on this damn earth. So point I'm trying to get across though, right? Point I'm trying to get across is when Jesus did that, right? He was at a different location. He was so far away from where it is that he was from. He was so far away, so much to the point he was just so far away. But real talk though, man, with that being said, when he was speaking that real, right? When he was speaking that real from that place he was not from, when he was speaking that real ass shit, let me talk about what the audience was doing when they was hearing Jesus speak from that place he was not from. Let me tell you how they was acting. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I feel it in my soul. I feel it. Motherfucker was on the ground. They was on the ground. I got my other phone in my other hand, so I really can't do it. But imagine two hands. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. I'm on the ground for you, Jesus. The things it is that you're saying is so real. Oh my God, I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my spirit. They was praising Jesus like they was praising Jesus, my G. They was praising him. And Jesus won't even from there. He wasn't even from there. And they was praising Jesus like he was from there, like they knew him his whole entire life. But he wasn't even from there. Then Jesus had this thought. And basically the thought that Jesus had is some shit. He said basically what he said was, okay, so if I'm getting this recognition right, if I'm getting this recognition right, if I'm getting this recognition from a place that I'm not even from, then I know from the place it is that I am from, when I come back, I know they're going to do the same exact thing. So anyways, man, so Jesus, right? When Jesus had that thought, Jesus came back. Oh yeah, Jesus came back, buddy. Jesus came back to the place he was from. And when Jesus did that, Just like what I was just saying, when people from place he won't from, they was praising Jesus. They was thanking him. They was telling him that he spoke one of the realest things they ever heard in his life. They was giving him they was showing Jesus all the appreciation in the damn world. When Jesus came back to the place he was from or some shit, Jesus tried to reenact every single thing it is that he did from that place it is that he was just at. He tried to reenact that from the place it is that he was from. You wanna know what happened on some shit? You wanna know what happened? This what happens when this what happened to Jesus when people it is that they knew Jesus before he became Jesus on some shit. This what happened to his ass when they seen him again when he came back. Hey, I remember you, man. I remember you. I remember you. You was. I'm talking about your ass. Let me talk about it in a modern ass way because you basically going through the same type of shit that Jesus is going to go through. So let me talk about your ass in a modern ass way. I remember you. You was that kid back in the class. You really didn't even talk much. I remember you. You was that person. I remember when you was broke. Real talk. I remember you was broke. You still broke out in it, bitch. You still broke. Man, I remember you posted I remember you posted what you was going through on social media, right? I remember when you was posted on. I remember when you I remember back in the day you posted that you was fighting depression. I remember back in the day, you posted online that you said that you was going through the damn struggle. Damn, I remember that shit. You still going through that? I remember you couldn't get no hoes back in the day. I remember, right? Hit the damn keyword remember. I remember. I remember, man. I remember you couldn't dress. I remember when your car broke down. I remember you used to work with us. I remember you used to work with us, right? And you was the weakest link. You was always in last. I remember you made a fool of yourself, right? You still doing that? I just remember all of those things. I remember you as the old you, and I can't get that shit out of my damn head. And that's exactly what they gonna do to your ass. That's exactly what they gonna do to you on some shit. They gonna do the same exact damn thing. I'm telling you what it is. They did. Look, man, like I said a couple minutes ago, they did it to Jesus. What makes you think they ain't gonna do it to your ass or some shit? They gonna do it to you. If this video go viral enough or some shit, I highly 100% guarantee it's gonna be. Look, man. Good thing I brought that up. Look, man. Oh, oh yeah. Look, man. Those 5 to 10 views, 20 views, whatever the fuck, those 10 followers or some shit. I just want you to know. Oh, they watching your ass. And what I mean is, people from your past, they watching you on some shit. They'll never admit that shit though. They watching you low key on some shit. See, I used to thought, it's gonna happen when you go viral as well on some shit. But look, man, they gonna act like, look, man. The people that act like they ain't watching your ass be the main ones watching your ass the damn most. Look, man. Look, I'm telling you, man. Social media is the new way to gain information. They don't gotta ask you what the fuck it is that you doing with your life. All they gotta do is go on social media. I'm telling you what it is. They gonna act like they don't know what the fuck it is that you doing or some shit. I'm telling you what it is. Speaking from experience, I did the same exact shit. I'm telling. Look, man. I'm exposing myself. Look, man. I'm just telling you what it is. I used to do that shit. I'm telling you, man. Look, man. Don't think people don't know what the fuck it is that you're doing. Look, man. They act like they don't know what you're doing or some shit. There's a high possibility. It's a high possibility they really know what the fuck it is that you're doing. They'll never admit that shit. They'll never admit that shit though, simply because they doing some weird ass shady shit behind closed doors. telling you, man, these motherfuckers be watching you as like a damn hawk. You have no idea. But anyways, man, but to the ones that's going see what you're doing when you become viral, right? To the ones that's going to see what you're doing when you become viral on some shit. Basically, what's going to happen with them though, right? What's going to happen with them? What they're going to do is, like what I just said. What's going to happen with them is they're going to remember you as the OU. That's what they're going to do. They're going to remember you as the OU, and they're not going to let that shit go. The reason as to why they're not going to let that shit go is simply because you became too familiar. You became too familiar with their ass. I'm telling you what it is. When you become familiar with an individual, right, what's going to happen is basically what the fuck I just said. They're going to bring up the OU every single time. They're going to bring up the times that they remember when you was down bad. They're going to remember the times where whatever it is that that y'all went with or some shit, they're going to remember all of that. Look, man, point I'm trying to get across is they're going to do their very absolute best to not see you for who you really are. And this is why I'm making the damn video. Motherfucker, you ain't welcome in your damn hometown. I'm telling you, a prophet ain't welcome, my G. A prophet is not welcome. I'm trying to get this point across to some shit. This might be the last thing I'm going to talk about. Hopefully. I don't know. I might keep on going. But real talk, man. Look, G, I'm just going to tell you what it is. Look, G, I know you probably heard a whole lot of rappers. And I told you, I spoke about this already in my Where the Trainers. But look, man, Lil Snoop, Chinx Drugs, Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, Young Dolph. You see how quick I'm doing it? You see how quick it is I'm saying this shit? What's some other ones, man? What's some other ones out in this bitch? But look, man, I know there's a whole lot. I don't know if he was a rapper or not, but Yo Gotti brother, this recently just happened or some shit. But, who else though? Who else out in this bitch? Look, man, just type, look, man, go on Google on some shit like that. Go on the damn internet and just type in rappers that died in their damn hometown. I'm telling you what it is. Go ahead and type that shit in. And now you might be asking, damn, why are you telling me to type it in? You want to know why I'm trying to tell your ass to type it in? Because once you reach a certain damn level out in this bitch, once you reach a certain level out in this bitch, the point I'm trying to get across is they're going to have to see that shit. I'm going to say this one more time. When you reach a certain level, right? When you reach a certain level, it's going to be at a point, like I said, before you reach that certain level, they're going to do their very absolute 100% best to not see you for who you really are. They could be doing it consciously or they could be doing it unconsciously. With that being said, as long as you keep on persevering, as long as you keep on staying dedicated on some shit, you're going to get it. But with that being said, though, right, when you finally reach that level, right, when you finally reach that level, when you finally reach the maximum level on some shit, that's when they're going to see it. And they're going to see it simply because they're going to have to see it, gang. They're going to have to see it. So, with that being said, when they have to see it on some shit, when they have to see you for who you really are on some shit, there's two things that's going to happen. Either one, they're going to start to support, or two, they're going to start to hate. Well, they was already hating on some shit, but now they got a reason to hate. I'm telling you what it is, but that's what they're going to do. And when they do that, though, right? When they do that, though, like I said, you got to think about it. You got to think about it. Here you go. You became the maximum best version and living the maximum best life that you could possibly live. You made it on some shit. You honestly made it. Those people it is that you once know, they still stuck in the same damn spot. They still find their inner battles. They still find their inner demons. They still find they still broke. They still whatever it is that they going through on some shit that back in the day, they still doing that shit. And now they got to see your ass. They got to see your ass. You ain't going through none of that shit no more. Here you go. You got all the fame. You got all the recognition. You got all the appreciation. Motherfucker, you winning out in this bitch. They losing. You think these motherfuckers want to see, you think they want to see you as a damn winner, meanwhile they're losing out in this bitch? You think they want to see that shit? To the ones that want to see that shit, hey man. To the ones that want to see that shit, hey man. Kudos to you, I guess. But real talk, because you're not hating on some shit. You're not, here you go, you like, real talk. You see that person that you once knew at one point in time, right? You see them, they probably became a famous singer. You seen them, they probably became a famous whatever the fuck. You just seeing them as the best version that they could possibly be. So if you congratulating them, right, kudos to you, because you're not hating. But I'm just here to tell you right now, man, whether people like to believe it or not, I'm just telling you what it is. Hater means having anger towards everyone reaching success. When you finally reach that damn success on some shit, I told you, they're going to have to see it. They're going to have to see it, man. They're going to have to see it. And like I said, what's going to happen is they're going to, look, man, like I said, y'all came from this, look, man, y'all came from the same place. Y'all came from the same, everything is basically the exact damn same. Y'all came from the same exact place, but you just happen to put in the damn work. When you happen to put in the work, right, and when you finally make your dreams a reality, what's going to happen is they're going to be saying, why did they have to be the lucky one? I'm telling, look, man, I'm telling you what's gonna go through I'm telling you what's gonna go through their heads and some shit. They're gonna be saying, why does he or she have to be the lucky one? How come I wasn't blessed? Why is God gifting them? Why God not gifting me on some shit? How come I'm not lucky like that? Motherfucker, this shit won't damn luck out in this bitch. You put in the damn work to make yourself lucky. I'm telling you what, you put in the work. They don't want it. You see how I ain't bring none of that shit up? You see how I ain't asked the question like, why did they have to work so hard? Why did they have to work? They ain't saying that shit. Look, man, they in victim mode. That's basically all basically what I'm saying is they are They are in victim mode, right? They are in victim mode, and they gonna be looking at your ass like you are the damn enemy.